I, 28M, had been dating Emily, 26F, for 6 months, and it felt like I'd won the lottery. She was everything I didn't know I needed: witty, warm, with this laugh that could make a bad day disappear. It was the kind of laugh that started in her chest, bright and bubbling, and made everyone around her smile. We met at a coffee shop when she spilled her latte all over my laptop. I was annoyed for about 2 seconds until she started apologizing, her cheeks pink, offering to buy me a new one. I laughed, told her I'd settle for her number, and that was it. Our first date was at a dive bar, trading stories over cheap beer. By the third date, we were hiking together, her teasing me for tripping over roots. By month 2, I was teaching her how to play guitar, her fingers fumbling over the strings while she laughed that perfect laugh. I was falling hard. We weren't perfect, nobody is. She'd get quiet sometimes, lost in thought, but I figured it was just her processing the world. She was a graphic designer, always sketching in her notebook, and I loved watching her zone out with a pencil in hand. We'd spend evenings cooking together, her insisting on weird recipes like lavender cookies. Spoiler, they were awful, but we laughed through it. She'd stay over at my place most nights, her stuff slowly taking over my bathroom counter, hair ties, that vanilla lotion she loved. I didn't mind. I was ready to ask her to move in. But about a month ago, things got off. It started with small stuff. Emily would zone out mid-conversation, her eyes fixed on some empty corner of the room, a faint smile tugging at her lips. I'd ask what she was thinking, and she'd blink, like she was coming back from somewhere else, and say, "Oh, just happy." I let it slide. People get distracted, right? But then came the laughter. Not her usual bright giggle, but this low, throaty chuckle, like she was reacting to a private joke. It happened at weird times, like when we were brushing our teeth or watching TV. Once, I woke up at 2 a.m. to her sitting bolt upright in bed, laughing softly into the dark. I asked what was funny, my voice groggy. She turned to me, her eyes catching the moonlight, and said, "You wouldn't get it, Josh," before lying back down like nothing happened. I tried talking to her about it. You okay? You've been different." She'd brush it off, her smile a little too wide. "I'm just happy, Josh. Isn't that what you want?" Her voice was sweet, but her eyes were intense, like she was daring me to push harder. I didn't. I loved her, and I didn't want to seem paranoid. But the laughter got worse. It wasn't just random, it was constant. She'd laugh while chopping vegetables, her knife pausing mid-air. She'd laugh during quiet scenes in movies, like when someone's dog died in a drama. One night, I found her standing in the bathroom, staring into the mirror, chuckling like she was having a full-on conversation with her reflection. I asked, "What's going on?" She didn't turn around, just kept laughing, low and slow, and said, "It's nothing, babe. Go back to bed." Other weird stuff started piling up. Her phone would buzz at 3 a.m., and she'd grab it, silencing it without looking. She'd leave the apartment late at night, saying she was going for a walk. I'd watch her go, her silhouette disappearing down the street, and when she came back hours later, her shoes were damp, even on nights it hadn't rained. Once, I noticed mud on her sneakers, streaked with this reddish tint that made my stomach twist. I asked where she'd been, and she just smiled, saying, "Just clearing my head." Her sketchbook, which she used to show me proudly, was now off limits. I caught a glimpse once when she left it open. A page full of jagged, spiraling shapes, nothing like her usual clean designs. It looked like something a kid would draw if they were scared. I tried to be the supportive boyfriend. Maybe she was stressed or dealing with family stuff she didn't want to share. Suggested therapy casually, and she laughed. Not the creepy chuckle, but her real laugh, which hurt worse because it felt like a lie. "Josh, I'm fine. You worry too much." But I wasn't imagining it. The laughter was changing, becoming deeper, almost guttural, like it was coming from someone else's throat. It started to feel like it wasn't her laughing at all. Last week, I hit my breaking point. The laughter was relentless, echoing in the apartment even when we weren't talking. I waited until she left for one of her walks and checked her phone. I know it's a shitty move, but I was desperate. Her messages were empty, no texts, no call logs, nothing. Her email was blank too. But her notes app was open, and there was one entry, timestamped 3:14 a.m. that morning. He's so close. He hears me now. Soon. He'll see. My hands shook as I read it. Who was he? What did soon mean? I checked her photos, hoping for clues. Nothing but a single blurry image of what looked like our living room, except the shadows in the corner seemed wrong, like they were moving. I couldn't stay there that night. I told Emily I needed space and crashed at my buddy Mike's place. He asked what was up, and I tried to explain without sounding insane. She's just not herself, I said. He raised an eyebrow but didn't push. The next day, I went back to the apartment to talk to her, to figure out what the hell was going on. When I walked in, the place was too quiet. Her stuff was there, phone, keys, that vanilla lotion, but Emily was gone. I called her name, checked the bedroom, the bathroom. Nothing. Then I heard it. That low, throaty laugh, coming from the living room. It wasn't loud, but it filled the space, like it was coming from the walls themselves. I froze, my heart hammering. Emily? I called, my voice cracking. The laughter grew sharper, almost mocking. I flipped on every light, checked every corner, nobody. But it didn't stop. It got louder, burrowing into my head, until I couldn't tell if it was outside me or inside. I grabbed my keys and ran, the sound chasing me down the stairs. I've been at a motel for 3 days now. I can't go back. The laughter follows me. It's not Emily's voice. It's something else, something that knows my name. Last night, my phone lit up with a text from her number. Come home, Josh. We're waiting. I stared at it, my thumb hovering over the reply button, but I couldn't type. This morning, another text. You heard me last night. You'll hear me again. I blocked her number, but the messages keep coming, always from her, always at 3:14 a.m. I haven't slept. Every time I close my eyes, I hear that chuckle, low and wet, like it's sitting at the foot of my bed. I went to the apartment today just to see if she'd come back. The door was unlocked, which I know I didn't leave it. Inside, everything was normal, except her sketchbook was open on the coffee table. The pages were filled with drawings of me, but not right. My eyes were too big, my mouth stretched, and in every sketch, there was a shadow behind me, tall and formless, with a wide, toothy grin. At the bottom of one page, in her handwriting, he sees you now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if Emily's gone, or if she was ever really there. The laughter's louder now, even as I type this in this shitty motel room. It's not just in my head. I recorded it on my phone, and it's there, clear as day, layered under static. I played it back, and there's a whisper I didn't hear before. Josh, come home. I deleted the recording, but it's still on my phone. Timestamped 3:14 a.m. Has anyone dealt with this? Is this some kind of breakdown, or is something wrong with her, with us? I keep thinking about her laugh, the real one, and how I'd give anything to hear it again. But all I get is this other thing, this voice that's not hers, laughing in the dark. It's in the room with me now, and I don't know how to make it stop. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell, if you dare. More eerie. Twists are just a click away. Stay curious. This is Reddit Tales Times. Twists are just a click away. Stay curious. This is Reddit Tales Times.